What's up, guys? Just got a full tank of gas, and today I am going for a nice little drive, so figured I'd take you guys along with me. One of my goals for 2017 is to do more face-to-face time with you, which is more vlogs, more talking, and giving my opinions and thoughts on things and things of that nature. So today I'm going for a drive just because I can, and figured I'd take you along. Might be 11 degrees out, but that never gets old. So what I really want to address in this video is my decision to repaint my car. I've received several comments and questions on multiple videos about my decision to repaint my car. A lot of them are asking the same question, which is, why would you choose to repaint your car when you could either PlastiDip it or wrap it, which are both cheaper? And I have a very good reason for my decision to repaint it, and in this video I hope to put that across to you guys and hopefully help you understand my line of thinking on this process. So those people are correct. Painting is the most expensive option out of the three, between PlastiDip, wrap, or paint. It is by far the most expensive. A good paint job, a quality paint job, at least in my area, I'm looking at close to probably $10,000 or so. Maybe a little less, maybe more. I haven't talked to the shop to get a exact estimate for my car, but that's about what it goes for. PlastiDip, I believe, is around $2,000 or so to have it done. You can do it yourself, but you really need a good, clean environment to do it, which I don't have. And wrap is about the same. It goes for around $2,000 to $3,000 starting for a good quality shop. So you might ask, why would I spend that much more money for a paint job over wrap or PlastiDip? So first of all, let me discuss PlastiDip. The best part of it being 12 degrees outside is turbos love it. Absolutely love it. But I'm gonna try and stay focused here. So the thing about PlastiDip is it kind of sucks for painting a car. It's not high quality. I've used the stuff, by the way. I know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't really hold up that well. It's not very durable. I know it's rubberized, but in my opinion, it's really not what you want to finish a car with. It's nowhere near as good as a paint job or even wrap, in my opinion. Now, I know there's websites out there like dipyourcar.com, and they go on in their YouTube videos about how great it is, and you could spray it on and do all this great stuff with it. I've used the stuff, I've used it for multiple years, and it doesn't peel off as easily as they said. If you want proof of that, check out Jerry Batista's channel. He had issues pulling it off of his Jetta. It doesn't peel like it should. It doesn't look great, in my opinion. And that's not to say that there aren't cases or situations where you could use it. There definitely are. But that's kind of my opinion overall of PlastiDip. I take issue with companies that kind of, portray it as this miracle substance, this miracle material that will fix all your painting woes and will make your car look great. It is not that. I will agree that it does have certain applications where it excels in. For one, if you're trying to paint something and you don't want to prep it, or if you want something done fairly temporary, then PlastiDip might be great for you. I know I've used it on the trim on my car, and I love that. Much easier than dealing with spray paint, but I digress. For me, PlastiDip really wasn't a realistic option. For the amount of money you're gonna spend on it, although it isn't much, it, in my opinion, is pretty much a waste of money. So even if I could get it done for $500 or $1,000, it's not worth it because it's not gonna hold up. And pretty much every single car that I've seen in person that was PlastiDipped has started to peel in some areas, and the finish isn't really that great. So, in my opinion, if I'm putting out the money for a PlastiDip job, then I might as well upgrade to a wrap job. So talking about wrap in my opinion is the next step up. It's a much better option than PlastiDip, but it's not quite as good as paint. And I know there are people probably screaming at me right now who are saying, what are you talking about? Wrap is the biggest thing right now, and wrap is great, and it actually protects your paint and all this other things, okay? My issue with a wrap is, in my opinion, it's a Band-Aid fix for my situation. My paint is very degraded, so if you're using wrap as a color change option, as TJ Hunt did, Cali WRX has it on his WRX, Street Speed 717 did it to his Vet for a while, that's awesome. But there is a difference between using wrap for a temporary color change and using it to fix your paint. So my paint is heavily degraded. It is not in good shape. And the last thing that I personally want to do, maybe it's just me being OCD, but I do not want to just cover up all the issues that my paint has with a wrap. And there's a reason for that. First of all, obviously, it's not going to fix my paint. Whenever I take that wrap off, the paint is going to be in the same terrible condition, and it's probably going to be even worse. And you know, a lot of the paint is oxidized, and in some areas it is starting to rust a little bit. So I don't want that to be just out of sight, out of mind under that wrap. I want to fix it. I want to take care of it. Secondly, wrap is much cheaper. Like I said, I think it's around $2,000 to $3,000 or so to get a professional wrap done. I probably could do some panels myself, but I'm not really confident in my ability to do my entire car and have it look good. But that's still $2,000 to $3,000 that I'm going to spend. And as far as I know, the best wrap is going to last for about 3 to 5 years or so, depending on, you know, your conditions and the weather, how much the car is driven, whether it's garage kept, and a whole bunch of other factors. But wrap, in my opinion, doesn't really last that long. Even 5 years is not that long of a time. So when you calculate the money spent versus the time that the wrap is going to last, it's really not that good. I'm not saying that I wouldn't use wrap for a color change or something like that, but in my opinion, it's really not that great as a repair for messed up paint, if that makes sense. There's a cop chilling out over my shoulder, and it's kind of freaking me out. So I guess we'll find out if I get pulled over for something. But anyway, he actually has a sidecar in his motorcycle. That's pretty legit. I didn't know that was still a thing. Nope, he pulled a U-turn. We're good. But where was I? Paint, right. Paint obviously is the most expensive option, but in my opinion, it is also the option that delivers the best results by far, by a landslide. Oh man. By far, paint is your best option, and let me explain why. Yes, it may cost double digits, $9,000, $10,000, but the difference with paint is you can, holy crap, my ears are actually popping. I went up that hill so fast. Paint you can refinish. That is the biggest difference, in my opinion, in paint and wrap or PlastiDip. PlastiDip and wrap are both in the same category where you really can't refinish them. Of course, Fonzie at dipyourcar.com will tell you that, you know, oh, if you have a ding in your PlastiDip or whatever, oh, just peel that panel off and respray it. Okay, Fonzie, you do that. People who advocate wrap will tell you the same thing. If you have a ding in a certain panel, you could just peel off the wrap and replace it. And that is very true, but the issue with that is, what if that happens, and this is me, I'm not a wrap expert by any means, but what if that happens several years down the road and the wrap on my car is faded, or if for whatever reason the manufacturer discontinues that color, which is a possibility, or an even more likely option is maybe they still produce that same color, but for some reason it's a slightly different shade. That happens sometimes as well. You know, that's not really a good option in my opinion. So that's why I kind of want to stay away from wrap and PlastiDip. Also, both PlastiDip and wrap stain. It's just the nature of the beast. It is what it is, and that's fine. A lot of guys are okay with that. They take care of their car. They wipe it off every second. You know, a bird craps on it or something, and that's awesome. I'm not really trying to talk down on PlastiDip or wrap. They both have their applications and their, you know, their times to be used, but For me, that's not really a good option for my particular situation. So in my opinion, paint is the best option because it doesn't stain if it gets crapped on as quickly, at least, as a wrap does. And if it does, you can always refinish it. The difference with paint, at least clear coated paint, or even stage 1 paint, I guess, is you can refinish it. You can polish it. You could buff out scratches. You know, if you have a chip, you could fill in that paint chip and finish it. If you guys don't follow Larry at Ammo NYC, he has an awesome channel. He's also part of the Drive Network. He has, like, I'm speechless. I can't even describe his videos. His videos are out of this world as far as paint correction, detailing, anything that you need to know about fixing paint. He has videos on it, and it's incredible. So I guess what I'm trying to say is overall, I really prefer paint, and I think that's the best option for my situation. Whenever I do get my car painted, I do plan on getting it wrapped. Hopefully the whole car, but we'll have to see. Comes down to money. But I do want XPEL film on my car. That is another option that, you know, PlastiDip and wrap really don't provide you. I guess you could XPEL over wrap, but in my opinion, that's kind of pointless. You know, that kind of defeats the purpose of wrap, because with wrap, if you have an issue, you just replace it anyhow. So I hope this video clears that up. I overall just think that paint is the best option for my particular situation. I do prefer a glossy finish. I'm old school. I know matte is like the big thing right now, and everybody's obsessed with matte finishes and how it brings out the lines in the car. And I really do like a matte finish, but for my car, my daily driver, I can't get past gloss. I want a nice gloss finish, nice metallic World Rally Blue. That's just what I'm looking for. So overall, paint is going to meet my needs the best, even though it is more money. And even though it is more money, it's going to last much longer, in my opinion, than any other option, whether it's PlastiDip or wrap. And I'm really intrigued and excited about the ability to take care of my paint. And, you know, if I would get scratches for one reason or another, that I have that option to polish it out and compound it and do all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of geeked out on the whole detailing thing right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video because YouTube's being dumb. Ring that bell if you want to, because YouTube's being dumb. But I really want to do more vlogs for you guys. I enjoy talking to you guys. Get me to 5K so that I could live stream with you guys, because I enjoy having conversations with you and stuff like that. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Of things we know.